Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taj. Welcome. I had a comment on a previous video I did a while back, and I'll link that here, that my audio was pretty low. So I really thank that viewer. Her name is Adriana. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I really appreciate that. So I thought that I would do another video, and I'm really hoping my audio comes through. I mentioned in a lot of the videos that I have audio issues. Now I don't know if that's because I'm speaking really low or the audio is just not capturing properly, whatever the case may be. I'm hoping that this video comes out a lot clearer and you can actually hear me express what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I wanted to kind of redo that video, even though a lot of my other videos cue in this one right here, my most recent video that kind of touches on that, a lot that was said in that video, and a little bit more depth. But you know, not everyone sees every video, so you might as well just do another one, right? Okay, so what we covered in that video was schooling, the different types of schooling, which I also cover in this video. We also covered like what you could do, the difference between a medical esthetician and an esthetician. And I think I went over some things regarding finances. So I don't want to kind of muddy the waters here. So if you want to check what kind of certifications you need, diplomas you need, and what areas you want to start, you can go and check out this video here. I'll do a little bit of breakdown just so you guys know what I'm talking about. So in Canada, or in Ontario specifically, there's no real regulatory body, so how you obtain your certification or the ability to become an esthetician is solely unregulated. So you can take that by doing there's a bee. I'm inside, but I don't know. You can take that by taking courses by a current esthetician. You can take courses at a vocational college, which would be like your International Beauty College, your Canadian Beauty College, your International Beauty Institute, and your Canadian Beauty College, things like that, like more vocational. Bryant College, I'm drawing a blank on a few colleges. Esthetics Institute and something, EIE. I don't know where that's based out of, but you can also take courses from there. I'm not sure where that's based out of, to be honest, so I'm sorry. I'll try and link that below. I'll try and actually link some schools below so that you guys can kind of look and see at the curriculums. You can see if they're part-time, if they're full-time, the differences, and see what fits you the best. For me, I am doing this on a part-time basis. I don't do it full-time. I actually have another full-time job, which I love. But I love doing facials. So I really wanted to kind of hone in on that. So I chose to do a vocational school where I could do it by certificate base, and then I could add all my certificates at once into one comprehensive program, which would be aesthetics. So I did waxing at one college, which was actually Seneca, and then I took lash lift and tints and lash extensions with actually a lash technician. I took my facial courses all at the Canadian Beauty College. Microblading I took with a permanent makeup artist, and which I haven't been able to utilize too much, so I probably would have to do a refresher, which would likely either be at a vocational college, because you don't typically learn those things at a college. Again, I always encourage you to continue to up your education. So whether that's taking workshops, whether that's you know, watching other YouTube videos, learning things, reading things, I would suggest you read Google Scholar articles on skincare. Not so much just regular articles that you can get off Google. Google Scholar is a little bit more comprehensive in the fact that it has like research based, and it's you know, it's packed up. You know, it's actual scientists and things like that. Not to say that you can't get an article off the internet that's the same, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you were doing a paper at school, you would use Google Scholar and not really something you found on the internet, to be safe. A few things. Out of college, you can actually learn relatively all of the things that I'm speaking of. That's lash technicians, nail tech, waxing, anything that you want to do in aesthetics, or a medical esthetician, which would probably include laser if you want to do medical esthetician. Aesthetics would include more so body treatments, waxing and nails and face. And the add-on for a medical esthetician is you're learning laser. I'm pretty sure that's the only difference. You can check different schools for the curriculum. That's more so out of college. You can actually obtain those same things through a vocational college, and those would be more diploma based. Now, I'm not sure if all vocational colleges are only offering those full-time or part-time, but colleges relatively do only offer those full-time. Plus you have the addition of having hands-on interactions, probably a placement that you wouldn't probably get at a vocational college. And then you can also merge that college knowledge into a degree or another certificate, like say like business administration or entrepreneurship certification or something like that. You could also, if you just want to hone in on one skill, say you just want to be a lash artist, so you might as well just take a course with a lash technician, learn from there, and then as you gradually get into your craft, you'll take additional courses as they come along, whether that be at a school, whether that be at a vocational school, and whether that be at another lash technician, because you don't just learn once and never learn again. So you always want to keep learning, you always want to keep fresh. So yeah, and I want to touch on, if you wanted to do Botox, filler, you have to be a nurse. Sorry, estheticians and medical estheticians, you cannot just start administering Botox and fillers. It's just not possible. You have to be a registered nurse, whether that's a registered practitioner nurse, wait, what is it called? Yeah, registered practical nurse, or a RN, a registered nurse. You have to be a nurse or a doctor to administer Botox and fillers. So if you want to do that, you got to look into schools like that. And I'll try and link all this stuff below so it makes a little bit more sense, and you can look into that for yourself. All of these things vary in prices, but just keep in mind that you're probably going to be shelling out at least $2,000 to start, and that's not including your equipment. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. So when you want to get into your equipment, you really got to pay attention to what you're looking to do and what your aim is. So again, if you just want to be a nail tech or a lash tech, you likely need a bed for a nail tech, or you need a desk for a nail tech, and a bed for a lash tech, sorry. You need a trolley. I would suggest a trolley, a few shelves to display your things, and then like little nice trinkets in here and there. Now again, I don't have this room set up completely the way I would like it. It's now an office / studio, but when I'm moving, I'm probably gonna have this similar setup, but like more to my liking. And there's tons of videos on YouTube where estheticians do their room tours. So solo estheticians do their room tours. A solo esthetician is someone who just works solo. They just do their own thing. Solo nail tech, solo lash tech, solo Botox nurse, aesthetics nurse. Not everybody works in a team. Some people do, but not everybody. I would be considered solo. A lot of this is stuff that you can find off of Amazon. But when it comes to your products, I would suggest you go to a professional salon / spa to actually curate the products and the tools that you're looking to put forth in your practice. So for example, I use a lot of Dermalogica My school used to actually carry Dermalogica. They no longer do. So I had to open an account with Dermalogica to get their products. Some estheticians will sell you products because you can't actually get professional grade skincare or tools really without having an account open. So you would likely have an account open with, let's say, Dermalogica, Spavaro, Euro Essentials, Cosmoprofs. So you would need like a certificate if you want to buy from them. Ooh. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh, Natalie. Natalie is great. Great customer service, and the things come like fast, like the next day. I swear to God, it's so good. And they have a variety of stuff. A lot of these places actually have brick and mortar, so they have a storefront as well. So if you are able to go to the store, check those places out. But for right now, online is the best thing. But you do need a certificate. So if you think that, yeah, you're just going to do this without a certification and you're just going to grab all the stuff you want, for example, you're a nail tech or you're a lash tech, you could likely get that stuff off of Amazon, and you could probably buy it with from your coach or your trainer, and they probably have places where they could, you know, suggest to you where you could buy all those things. I don't think you really need to open an account. For people who are dealing with facials, for people who are doing with body treatments like waxing, non-RMT massages, chemical peels, all those type of things, you would need an account because it would be better off for you. So I would suggest always getting education, getting a certificate, opening the account so you can do it for yourself, so that you don't have to rely on somebody else getting these products for you, or resulting in something that could be potentially dangerous for a client. Say you got it off Amazon because you don't really know where it comes from, okay? So those are the few things, and then that would probably run you, I would say, to start, $300 to $500, and then from there you're only going to go up. That's just how it is. And then I would start suggesting you definitely get insurance for yourself, because you have all this equipment, you have all these things that cost a lot of money, and you just want to be able to protect yourself, right? Another thing is when you're opening an account, a lot of people like to just put their money that they're getting from their clients into their regular account. Do not do that. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you do that. I would suggest you open a business account with a bank such as RBC. RBC has a free online business account that you can open with them, and then you can get like a business debit card or business credit card, which you would typically buy everything with those cards, and then you would just monitor your savings, your checkings, your debit, your credits, and all that type of stuff, accounting stuff, through them. Now, if you do want to not, like if you just want to not do that and you just want to use your own personal account, I would also suggest you just opening a separate account where all that money can go into that separate account, and you can just monitor it that way. Of course, we all love cash, and yes, cash is appreciated, and we take cash. Of course, we take cash. Cash is usually in tips. Rarely will someone pay for something as a, like with a credit card. Now, if you are really doing this full time, you probably have that square or that strip thing that people can actually pay while they're leaving your studio. I do not have that, so it's definitely e-transfer for me, or cash. And yeah, it works for me. I love doing this. It's part-time. It's great. If you want to do it full-time, you definitely could, because clients will love to come to you. They love something more personal. In this industry, starting as a lash tech, starting as a nail tech, starting as a wax specialist or any of the sorts, definitely do it. I highly recommend it. Take your time getting into everything, perfecting your craft. Of course, everything comes with time. You're not going to be perfect at everything right away, and if you are, congratulations. But if you aren't, do not worry. When clients don't come to you right away, don't worry about that. They will come. Word of mouth is key. So your customer service has to be really good. Word of mouth is great. You know, advertising on Facebook, advertising on Kijiji, advertising on Instagram, wherever you feel more comfortable, you can do all of that, and it is super beneficial. Yeah, I think that's all the information I have for you guys today, and I hope this was helpful. I really just want to see people doing things that they are interested in and love, and just kind of taking the steps to get there. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you aren't too keen on commenting, you can always shoot me an email. I'll put that description down below. But I have to go, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll check you on the next video.